News with Chester Missing. I am Chester Missing. Our politicians are so great at keeping secrets. They're like a reverse Agritzi. That dude is the Chappies rapper of politics. Do you know I'm racist?
I am a racist, I agree.
But our politicians don't say a thing. They are tighter-lipped than Tony Ngeni after Botox. Don't lie, Tony. We know you did it. No 65-year-old looks that good. Tony was in the struggle, but his face is born free. His face could join the Youth League, is what I'm trying to say. So finally, we have something over our politicians. A vote.
We're going into elections. Who are you going to vote for?
Voting is my secret.
That's a secret.
Your vote is secret.
It's your secret that can change everything, unlike being caught for paedophilia in the Catholic Church, which changes nothing. Karma, it's a thing, guys. The elections are the one time we have power, and the politicians are terrified. That's ace. It's like we're all idols judges. If you're drunk, you're Mara. If you're mean, you're Randall. And if you're racist, you're Gareth Cliff. And it's time for this guy to sing for his golden ticket. Mshinawam. I'm kidding. Ramaphosa doesn't sing Mshiniwam because Marikana. Yeah, I said it. So what?
The people now see that they made a mistake by not giving this ANC the support that it deserved to go into power.
No, Cyril. Our vote is not a mistake. The ANC screwed up in Nelson Mandela Bay, a place named after the ANC's dopest guy. How bad were you? It's called Nelson Mandela Bay. Imagine when Madiba comes back and sees that Nelson Mandela Bay was run by the DA. That would be like explaining to Jesus who Father Christmas is. That's how powerful your vote is. It took the Nelson Mandela out of the ANC. This is the moment Mandela voted. That's the moment of freedom happening. And behind freedom was a guy trying to steal it. Get Lehlekisa. He's literally stabbing our democracy in the back while he's smiling. His name was like a box of cigarettes. The warning was on the label. During apartheid, people didn't have the power to vote. So now they'll queue forever to do it.
South Africa is an example to all the countries. We're very happy to see our people queuing.
South Africans queued to vote, and they've been queuing ever since.
Long queues, the order of the day as the South African Post Office officially begins offering services.
Applicants are complaining about having to return day after day, spending most of their time in long queues.
We went from racial segregation to the Q, apartheid for legs. And you can't even spell it, can you? Try spell Q. Q-K-U, Q-U-U-U, Q. The spelling of the word Q makes us all feel like John Steenhuisen. Dummy. For John, it's not D-8, it's duh. Our Qs are so bad, even our ballot paper is a Q.
Most of the elderly, people will be confused because of the size of the ballot paper.
Who is the elderly? You mean you, uncle? You're 90. You're older than apartheid. If you were a building, you'd be a heritage site. You're as old as Blade looks. If you think elderly people can't cope with a ballot paper, how do you handle leading a political party? But seriously, he's right. That's not a ballot paper. That's the yellow pages. If it was any longer, the ANC Youth League would burn it. But don't worry, Uncle Ronnie has an idea.
There is a spoilt ballot possibility in any election, and that counts if the person voting sees nobody on that ballot paper who they feel that can represent them.
In the last elections, Ronnie Kasrils thought that spoiling his ballot would send a message to the ANC. And he's right. The message is, I hate trees. It didn't stop the ANC, Ronnie. The only thing Ronnie achieved with his spoiled ballot was global warming. You are the Idi Amin of Arbor Day, comrade. Besides, the first problem is getting people to vote at all.
47% drop in 18 and 19-year-olds registered to vote is a cause for concern.
Of the 9 million eligible voters who aren't registered, 6 million are young people.
Of course young people aren't voting. We've given them the day off and asked them to do paperwork. The only thing you will get if you give 18-year-olds the day off is more 18-year-olds. It's a sex joke, South Africa. Condomize is like spoiling your ballot with your penis. Okay, that was gross. Being 18 means you can drink, you can drive, and you can vote. If that list were the Mazwai sisters, voting would be Nsiki. Because it's boring! I'm not scared of you, Nsiki. I've got Mpepu. Our politicians just aren't connecting with young people. Except for Kenny Kaneni. He needs to stop connecting with young people.
We still have very old people. People with high who are in parliament, who want to be ministers. And I'm not trying to be sarcastic when I speak about high. I'm literally saying you have someone who has an aspiration in some community in the country to be a ward councillor in 2021, and they are failing to even use WhatsApp.
Wait. WhatsApp doesn't qualify you for anything. I mean, Malusi Gigaba could use WhatsApp, and look where that got him. Into the caucus. Boom! Caucus me harder. Caucus me. Show me a chief whip. I can go on. And just because you voted doesn't mean it counts in South Africa. Imagine voting for the EFF and then ending up with the DA. Like in Nelson Mandela Bay and Gauteng. It's like ordering a steak and instead of getting sirloin, you get told that colonialism had a good side. Woo!
Coalition governments are crumbling one by one.
Does this mean that coalition politics in this country are failing? Do we need a new concept?
Democratic Alliance coalitions seem to be falling apart.
Of course they're falling apart. The DA and the EFF forming a coalition is like a hand sandwich in a mosque. It's like a condom in a Catholic church. It's like a foreskin on a Jewish guy. It doesn't make sense. The problem is our politicians have no integrity.
Is it a coalition because we want to dislodge the ANC? Or is it a coalition because we want to prioritize the needs of the community that we're saving?
Okay, Discount Justice Malala has a point. They don't care about the community. I mean, just look at the DA ad.
Those who have betrayed the struggle are the ones in power who have made themselves rich, while the poor go hungry. We are moving.
To Australia! The DA hate their coalition partners so much they put them in their ad as thieving Teletubbies on Tuk. If they're so bad, why did you work with them? And as a card-carrying member of the Popeye Union, I am offended. Hands off, Tinky Winky, hands off. Hands off, Tinky Winky, hands off. And that includes you, Malusi Gigaba. Tinky Winky must be left alone. In elections, politicians stab everyone in the back, even their voters.
It was not created by the EFF, it was created by the voters. I think the voters must answer that question. What happens when you are so undecisive and you don't choose one party to go and run a municipality? I want an answer for problems I've not created.
No, Julius. You sold out your principles for political power and now you're laying it on the voters. It's like you had an affair and you're blaming your wife. You're Bill Clinton in a beret. And the DA is no better. They sold out faster than an apartheid flag at an AfriForum rally.
Here's why it's rubbish. It's rubbish because citizens or society is allowed to make choices in the way in which they want to.
Yes, our politicians must stop blaming poor people. Voting in South Africa is like buying things at cash converters. It's all second-hand, it's all broken, someone else has used it, and it's definitely not clean, and it absolutely does not have a university degree. Dummy! Dummy! I'm saying it because you're stupid. There are no good choices.
Residents saying that they will not be voting.
You know what? No electricity, no water, there is nothing. I'm not working. Hi guys, now.
Do you know how angry you have to be to set a road on fire? Roads aren't flammable. The people of Alexandra are stuck between two millionaires pointing fingers at each other. It's not pass the buck, it's pass the buffalo. It's not black like me, Herman Mashaba. It's black don't like me.